again, it's me, and I have a bit of a confession to make. This is my second attempt today because my first attempt, I ran out of SD card room. I got about halfway through and it was going so well. And I actually finished it. I kept talking because I didn't know the SD card ran out because my camera didn't tell me. Thank you, camera. Do I have to explain to you how to do your job? Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about today. I have actually something really cool to talk about, and I really nailed it on that first try. Let's hope I can nail it again. Okay? Yay. So, what I want to talk about was brought about by about. I just said about twice, and I hate repetition. What I want to talk to you, what I want to impart upon you, was brought about by the book that I'm currently writing, which is The Haunting of Lily Marchbanks, which is the sequel to The Ghosts of Brookhaven. Now, here's why this little topic came about. I was talking to my wife about this particular book, and I mentioned the ratio of characters in the book, and it was surprising to me. So I'm about at 43K right now in this novel. So it's just cruising along, and I'm hoping to finish it I was really hoping to finish it before the year's end so I could say that I wrote 5 books this year, but I have a feeling I'm not going to make that deadline. That's okay, I don't mind. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. Anyway, so the surprising thing about this novel is that at the moment, there are 6 characters. I know, right? 6 characters. And here's the kicker. 4 of those characters are women. 2 of those characters are men. 1 of those characters has only been talked about kind of in the background, although he is looming because he's the bad guy. The other male is an assistant to a very powerful woman who's not a main character. Yeah. See where I'm going with that? I'm a male. Yep, still a male. I'm a male, and I'm writing a book, and 4 of the characters are women, 2 of which are the main characters. How do I do that? How do I do that without falling to pieces? I actually have a very concise approach to writing the opposite gender. And I'm going to tell you how I do it right now without using my hands so much that it's annoying. I want to preface this by saying something. I'm typically a very transparent person. That sounds really weird. I share a lot. I overshare sometimes. I do that for a reason. Because I don't like to hide things. I don't like to stand behind the pretense of anything. As you know, I've been an actor for a very long time. I have been in hundreds and hundreds of plays across the country. I've been on Broadway. I've been in Shakespeare across the country. I've been, you name it, I've done it. Well, I have also played women on stage. Surprise, surprise, that this goofy-looking mug could come off as a woman. Well, it's not a very attractive woman, but, you know. So, I have, and I'm going to say this very carefully, I have a little experience. And by experience, what I mean is that I know what it's like to put makeup on. I know what it's like to pull on a pair of pantyhose. I know what it's like to walk in heels and walk down stairs in heels and dance in heels. I know those things because I've done them multiple times. So now the thing is that doesn't actually give me a perspective as a woman. Doesn't. They are not equivalent things. Because I know that there are things that women have to go through that would probably cause men to crumble. So, how does that help me write female characters? Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't really use that. If you look through my novels, it would be a very rare occasion, if at all, that you find me talking about a woman tugging on a pair of pantyhose or spending lengthy time in front of a mirror getting ready. I just don't do that. Why? I have a reason for it. I like to give my readers the benefit of the doubt. I like to assume that my readers are intelligent, imaginative, deep, and understanding people. That's how I approach this. And by doing so, I know that if I write a scene and I say, his wife is getting ready for work, most of my female readers can go, yeah, I know what that's like. So I don't want, in my novels or in my life, I don't want to spend time and energy mansplaining to women about something that they know deeply about. Now, I also know that I have male readers. So why wouldn't I want male readers to know what a woman has to go through to put on makeup? Well, here's the thing. I have a wife. And every day when she goes to work, I get what she has to go through. I hear her in the bathroom. And I know that she spends 10 minutes in the shower, and then she spends 30 to 45 minutes getting ready. That includes her makeup, her hair, her picking out the clothes she's going to wear, put on the clothes she's going to wear, and then no, that doesn't look right, and then put something else on, and then finally she appears, and she is as gorgeous as ever, because my wife's gorgeous. Me, I can hop in the shower in 5 minutes, I can get out and get ready in 10 minutes. Now that's a big fat lie. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I can get in and out of the shower in 5-10 minutes, depending on how I feel. Now, once I get out of the shower, it'll take me 5 minutes to shave and brush my teeth, put on some deodorant, some moisturizer. Yes, I do moisturize. I highly recommend it. But then I got to do this. And I'm not going to lie, that doesn't take me 5 minutes. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes just to do this. Because there's a hair dryer involved, a flat iron involved, some product involved. It's a whole thing. I got needy hair. So, yeah. Why did I say that? I have no idea. But most men, at least the married men or the men who have ever lived with a woman, be it their sisters, their mothers, their grandmothers, their girlfriends, their fiancés, their wives, whatever, they know how long women can spend in the bathroom. On the other hand, women also know how long men can spend in the bathroom when they're not getting ready. Gotta go use the toilet, honey. All right, I'll see you in half an hour. Whatever are they doing? Reading? Sitting in silence? Surfing the internet? Contemplating the challenges of everyday life? Whatever. But we all know things like that happen, right? Here's the thing. When I approach writing the opposite sex, I start every character the same way. I want to make sure that I am writing a believable, dimensional, compassionate, or not, if it suits then the character's needs, human being. I start with a core of humanity. If I can write a believable, dimensional human being, I can easily layer on the concept of gender. And by gender, I'm not talking about sex, because we live in an enlightened world, and gender is more than sex. There, I said it. The things that I have to absolutely, utterly, and profoundly avoid are stereotypes. Unless the stereotype is necessary. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about a bar fight, for whatever reason. If you have a scene that's a bar fight, chances are pretty good, now we're talking about typical here, chances are pretty good that a male is going to respond to that bar fight different than a woman. Or would they? I know some women who would walk into a bar, see a fight, and dive right in, and every man involved in that brawl should probably run because they're about to get their butts kicked. At the same time, I know some men who'd walk into a bar, see a bar fight, turn right back around and leave. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with either approach. Everybody is different. Everybody's approach to life is unique. And that, my friends, is key to writing the opposite gender. Start with a believable, dimensional human being. Layer on the concept of gender when necessary, and make them all very unique. That is all you need. It is not that hard. I see on social media on a regular occasion writers saying, I've got to write the opposite characters. Is it okay if I do that? And how do I do it? It's so hard. It's not. It's really, really not. Just avoid the stereotypes when necessary. Don't man or woman-splain what it is to be the opposite gender. And even if you do have to take on stereotypes, don't lean into them. Yeah, sure, you're going to have male characters that are very stereotypical. You're going to have bros. And when I say bros, everybody knows what a bro is. You know, if you're going to write a bro, then you definitely have to lean into writing a bro. But at the same time, you've got to give that bro some glimpse of humanity. Otherwise, they're two-dimensional. If you're going to write a cunning, vicious businesswoman, we've got to, at some point, see another side of her. Otherwise, we're not going to care about her. Just like we're not going to care about the douchebag bro if you don't give us a reason to. I don't spend a lot of time layering on the artifice of gender. Simply because I want my readers to be able to paint those beautiful pictures in their minds. I want my readers, and they have, to come to me and say, oh my gosh, I know exactly what Lily Marchbanks looks like. I know how she sounds. I know how she behaves. I know the clothes she wears. That's what I want. And it's not because I have gone out of my way to explain Lily's voice or explain the clothes she wears. I'll give little bits and pieces and hints. I might say she has blonde hair. And I might say she has blue eyes. And then I'll leave the rest of it up to the readers. Because, let's face it, how many books have you read wherein an author paints every character in their books as the most gorgeous human being that's ever lived? Where is that? So, you just have to approach this with a bit of honesty and a bit of genuineness. Write your characters as believable, dimensional human beings and go from there. If you start there, you've got a really solid base to build from. And if you really need the help, take a moment, take a day, and dress up as the opposite sex. And walk a mile in their shoes. And then you might understand what they have to go through. Wear a suit and tie all day. That choking tie around your neck. And a sport coat that doesn't allow you to actually scratch your back. And it's hot and sweaty. Or pull on a pair of pantyhose. I dare you, men. Pull on a pair of pantyhose and then slip into some heels and see how far you can walk. See how long it takes you to make your face pretty. Just a thought. Anyway, that's all I have time for today. Actually, I have plenty more time, but I'm not going to go on much longer because I can see you in the back of the room starting to yawn, so I'm going to wrap it up now. But thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending a little bit of your time with me. And if you enjoy this, please subscribe and blah, blah, blah. And maybe if you have other writer friends, pass this around and say, hey, I know you've been having trouble writing the opposite gender. Here's a little bit of advice for you. I hope that you are all healthy, happy, and at peace. And know that I care and I just want to help you. Be better people, be better artists. Because you've already got a great start. Why? Because you're awesome. I think I need to do my nails now.